When you have that one thing that you're supposed to be really good at, you're one of the best in the world, and that gets taken from you, you kind of lose your identity. There's anxiety every time you put a baseball in your hand. You know, there's a lot of things that come along with it.
I do remember Daniel BAUER when he first came up. I mean, he threw 100 at a time when not many people threw 100. He was one of the best guys, if not the best guy.
When your whole life has been baseball, and then all of a sudden, for some reason, it's just not there for you for a few years. It's a story that doesn't come around very often.
It was around 2012, 2013, the early part of my career kind of unraveled, and I had a pretty severe case of the yips. I had thoracic outlet surgery, and I think that physical issue caused a lot of problems in my ability to throw the baseball. Tried physical changes, mental changes, tried everything, just trying to find the strike zone again, and spent the next 5 years signing minor league deals all the way back down to A-ball, trying to figure out what was going on. I think the word frustrating is probably an understatement. Learned a lot about myself, learned a lot about that mind-body connection that's so vital to performing at a high level. I retired in 2017, went on to the coaching side with the Diamondbacks, took that experience and the knowledge that I had gained and tried to use it to help some other guys. Some things that I learned, applied to myself, really just testing them out, using myself as a guinea pig to try to help these other players. I had no intention of coming back. Like, I retired, I was done. And through some weird twist of events, things kind of changed for me, and I noticed that throwing a baseball was fun again, and it was easy again, and I felt that freedom. You know, I got back on a mound, I guess it was last fall, and just kind of wanted to see what was left in the tank. I really didn't have a comeback in mind even, but I got on the mound, and first time went pretty well. Was throwing strikes, and I just was like, I think I can't ignore this. You know, I can't just pretend, oh, I threw that great bullpen and go back to doing my coaching job. It would have eaten at me for years, I think. So decided to give it a go, and it took a lot of support and encouragement from family, my wife, friends, parents. Fortunately, the Rockies took a chance on me, gave me an opportunity in spring training, was able to make the most of it.
I think the game of baseball is like 90% mental. So if you got issue with your mind, I mean, that's even make it more difficult because you don't trust what you got, you know?
Confidence is everything. Confidence and conviction. I feel like that is everything in baseball and especially in pitching.
A couple of my really close friends have actually gotten the yips and not made it back, and seen their dreams kind of end at that obstacle. To see him come back years later and beat it, it's really impressive, and not many people are able to do that.
You know, I played against Daniel coming up in the minor leagues, and for what he did to come back at an elite level like he has, that baseball is not a game where you can just take some time off and come back to the big leagues. That's just not how this game works. And for him to persevere through that and battle through that and to come back at this kind of level, you know, I'm glad he's getting the recognition because he deserves it.
Regresó, lo vi lanzando con Colorado, lanzando lo mismo que cuando él dejó de jugar, que era 95, 96, 97, lo vi hasta 99 lanzando.
But when we played Colorado, they were telling us about his story. Didn't know what to expect going into the game when they said he was going to come in, and I got in that box, and it was disgusting, man. It was ridiculous. I was telling a few of the guys on the team, like, hey, good luck.
It really says a lot about him and his character. It's truly inspirational and empowering.
He can be an inspiration for a lot of players, and he can be, I guess, a mentor and helping players to develop the mental issues that we all run through.
An amazing story, guy who persevered through a lot, you know, a true warrior.
Congrats, Daniel.
Congratulations.
Thank you guys for recognizing me. This is enormous honor. Still don't necessarily feel like I deserve it. This game's already given me so much, but I'm just extremely grateful that you guys chose me.